Yo, 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 what's happening, guys? MetaverseMillen here. How are we all today? We're back with another video. We're currently in LA right now, looking through the map. So, we're on episode 2 of MetaverseMillen Uncut. Let's get into it. Hope you're enjoying the content. Lots to go on today. We're actually making a lot of uppex now. We've probably pulled about 160,000 uppex in the last 24 hours into the net worth. And also, that's like the difference on the structures. So, what I mean by that is, if I mint a structure for, say, 12,000 uppex or 15,000 uppex, and then I build a structure on that, I'll add the structure cost on top of the mint price of that property. So, the difference I'm basically selling above markup is what I'm using as like the structure, and that's the value what I'm going to be putting into my monthly yields. If that makes sense, I'll just say 10,000 to make it simple. So I've got this property here. If this is going to be like 10,000 to buy the actual plot of land, and then I want to put a townhouse on it, or say an apartment, I usually build apartments because it's the easiest and the highest price to flip pretty much, and apartments sell quite well. But if you look at this property here, I wanted to build an apartment on it right now, and the good thing with this sparklet balance, if you have got a lot of structures right now, I'm probably sitting on about 200 structures, 250 structures. All those structures are getting sold right now, and this is probably the best strategy if you want to make a return right now in the game of Upland, because if you look over here, you go to construction and then you go to new build. So over here you'll be able to see 5 uppex a spark hour, but right now if you look at the buildings, so you can see 86,000, because obviously the adjustment, it takes 3 times as long to build now. So these used to take about 28,000, 29,000, but now because of the adjustment, they've not changed the uppex balance. New players wanting to get into Tycoon, wanting to build structures, wanting to build factories, wanting to build anything in the game of Upland, you're going to be looking at a lot more uppex now if you've not got those structures already built. So if you're selling structures, this is a perfect time if you've already got a lot of structures in the game and you're wanting to try and find the best window to sell those structures. I believe it's now. UPX land is down, the withdrawals are down, there's a lot of stuff just not working with this. Like if you can barely sell a structure for say 45,000, 50,000 an apartment, we're selling them at 50,000, but like to get any higher than that, it's very like, unless it was a special property or there was a friend that was buying it or something, it's unrealistic, especially if you're thinking about more than 2 or 3 of them. So 86,000 to build plus 10,000 of the mint price. I'd be looking at 96,000, 97,000 before I even think about any profit, especially the 5% tax as well. That's about 4,500 upx in tax. So I'd be having to sell that at like what, 4,500 plus a 97. So what? That's 101,500, nearly 102,000 upx just for me to break even. If I was going to sell that at 45, 50,000 upx, which is kind of like the going rate, maybe a little bit lower to sell it quicker. But yeah, right now it doesn't make any sense to build anything. These are structures that I started before the rebalance, so it's looking like it's a lot less, and they're nearly complete as well. But no one like with the looking at a return right now is going to build structures, because like those value in those structures, and even if you're using them for Tycoon and other stuff, like even a meta venture and stuff, like realistically it's going to be very hard if that's how expensive it is, like if your overheads when you're buying. So I get it if you're in that special location, fair enough. If you buy spending a lot of money on the location anyway next to a train station, like this is irrelevant to you. But for the majority of players in the game, building right now doesn't make any sense in like third parties or layer 2s. Now we've got the massive opportunity to go into our account here, and we've got 75,000 sparklet. I've just started putting 1,000 sparkler on each single structure, and these are all in Granada Hills. My plan's to grow up Granada Hills as much as possible, become the #1 property owner in the whole of LA, not just Granada Hills. So we're probably at what we're at now. We'll go and have a quick look. So yeah, that's my plan now moving forward. We're just going to try and get the monthly yield, hit that million upx, hopefully for Genesis week, and then of LA, hopefully by the end of next year. So this will be a 2-year plan. But if you look at the top 20, we are now 17, so we've actually jumped up. So we've got 1,083 properties. I'll be able to push that up probably to like 1,200, maybe 1,250 by the end of the month. We're buying about 2 properties a day right now, so that's pretty cool. And then we'll just continue to push it up as well. And then yeah, by like summertime next year, probably closer to like Christmas time, we'll push over that 4,000 properties and then climb until we get to like probably 5,000-6,000 properties. Like I love the property virtual trading game, and this is what excites me. This is what everybody seen, like every person I've seen what's come into Upland, what like has really got like kind of like a person I would like listen and take advice off, like Loyal Doyle, Radish Head, Mark Ferguson, like all these players what have like got businesses or understand like that kind of, it just clicks with me, it just makes sense. And like Upland's amazing because it's got that like kind of tied to real dollars and fiat currency, which is amazing. Like you know me, I'm against crypto and all that. I think it's like a scam. I don't like it at all. I think if you're going to make something so convenient and so simplistic with the email and the password, which is like the main selling point for Upland, it's so simple to like dabble into this kind of world without having to like risk like sending it to the wrong address. Like if you find it hard sometimes with crypto, like 95% of these players, like including me, like it's very complicated. And then you add like 40, 50, 60 year olds, like no offense, but you're making something so complicated. Like it's not like they don't like it, they're just not going to do it anyway. Like, you know, before when you had to do like all these bank transfers and wire transfers and that, and now you can just go into PayPal and send money internationally. It's so simple. And that's what Upland's got. They've got that kind of niche. It's convenience, it's McDonald's. It's like you can get it just straight away with wallets and stuff like that. I just don't see it. And like even in the future, it's a big niche, it's a massive community. I totally understand that, but compared to the real world and like how big the world is, like it's like not even 0.1%. You know, it's very small. And that's just not going to bring on mass appeal to Upland. Like mass appeal to Upland is like your normal person what earns a wage, what like plays in the game. It's good to have like your crypto people in. It's good to have like your racers in. It's good to have every single type of player in the game of Upland. That's what makes it great. Like different, like, you know, you've got from like jail wardens to police officers to school teachers to like, you know, so much computer developers, all the way through to different stuff like security, all the way through to like comedians, filmmakers, like bloggers, like you name it, like real estate entrepreneurs in real life, you know, banksmen. It's so cool to see the community Upland's grown. And that's why I'm like, why? Like, I know it comes across sometimes like this is uncut now, so it is what it is, but I'm just being completely honest. Like Upland's original vision is what sold Upland. It's amazing. It's perfect. It's so exciting. Like this crap with mirrors and rearview mirrors and totems and track hero and like be like Sandbox if you want to be like Sandbox, but go down to that 100 players a day and like don't say we didn't try and tell you, because I'm just watching this and like, you know, Decentraland Sandbox, if that's kind of like the end goal or the vision, it's like, nah, like that's not really what I signed up for. Like I love the property virtual trading game. If this property virtual trading game got like the love and the care it deserves, instead of trying to do all this nonsense and then the developers are getting like wasted when they should be focusing on this layer one. Like there's no excuse now. We should have transport, we should have trailers, we should be able to move around different units in the game, like even night mode, you know, different stuff. Like it's mad. Like I don't mind having racing updates, I don't mind having different updates around the globe for different stuff, but like in order for that stuff to work, the core needs to be strong. Like it doesn't make any sense. I don't know if I've actually got it. I'll show here because this is actually like mad. This is probably the best way. So you've got the core and then you've got all the other stuff on the top. So if you can see there, we've got the core. So you've got like your racing, you've got your totems, you've got UCG, you've got all these amazing stuff what should have its own place and work really well. But if the focus isn't on the core, none of this works. Because if the players don't play on the core, they're not going to go to the racing, the totems are going to be shite, the UCG's just oversaturated. Like, there's no reason to do any of that because this hasn't been updated. So it doesn't make any sense. That's a MetaverseMillen tutorial today. But this doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Like, it really doesn't. That's a permanent marker as well, so I've just fucked the whiteboard, but oh well. But yeah, it doesn't make no sense whatsoever. So this is what I'm trying to say. We come at this from an investment point of view. I love the investment. I'm still going to grow with the investment. Like the one thing I love is LA and Granada Hills and like the property virtual trading game. Just like there's so much more what we can do with this property virtual trading game that I think we're just like wasting too much time on like just like crap. Like it's just not for like attracting 1% of the audience compared to like 99% what joined the game. The 100%, like they wouldn't have come to the racing if it wasn't for the property virtual trading game. Like except if you're like really new and come onto it now with like the live races and stuff like that. But like the majority of your racing base came before racing even existed. So it doesn't make any sense. And even the racers, I'm sure they agree. Once I see what like wavelength I'm on, like I'm all for like updates for racing and that. But if you don't like properly focus on the car, like why can't I transport like X1 went on about the cars and like totally agree it helps with the economy, it does other stuff, but what would help the racing economy more than actually like rear view mirrors and development on racing is actually the car. Because if you can actually update the car, you could be able to transport carts around. Imagine you could have the trailer and like you could fit 2 or 3 carts on each trailer, and then you could like transport that trailer over to like the showroom or wherever that's going, or even a home delivery to another player. That could be powered by Sparklet, you know, so you're adding utility to Sparklet straight away, and then the player would pay for that service as well. So then you're adding like kind of another avenue for like UpX and USD. It's just great. I think there's so many different ways like they can actually like improve this core of the game and just make it so much more fun. Like nowhere. Why would we want to go into Track Hero before we can go into like a showroom and actually imagine being able to walk around in the showroom and just see like the magic castles actually inside the showroom or like whatever assets you're selling, and then you could have like you could pay for a table and then each table holds a certain amount of assets on it, and then you could get like up to 3 tables in a medium showroom or like 5 tables in a large showroom or whatever they want to do. And then they could gamify that, they could sell the tables, and then you can list more assets, you know, or you can list different type of assets, or just there's so many different ways. Like why do structures not get more money on a property than just like the original property? You know, if I was building an apartment and I was getting a 20% like increase on my rent, like that would be a really big incentive to build structures. Like there's like apart from meta ventures, there's just not really. So I'm loving the game of Upland. Like I'm very into that. But a lot of players what don't like what haven't played for 2.5 years are gonna like see it for a few days and just see like we're in the same place we was 2 years ago, and just go to Atlas Earth. Like it's literally that. It's just yeah, I want this to be amazing. I really do. Like I really do. It's been very interesting the last few days. Like we plan to grow Granada Hills as much as possible. I think we've started another like 18 or 20 apartments like the other day, so we've got more going up over here, and then we've got a few more going on the other side of the factory right now. A couple going up here as well. So yeah, like, we're going to build out as much as we can. Like we're going to keep the Sparklet in game. Like totally love the building and the UpX side of it. And I know now with this conversion, once I sell all my structures off, that means I can put all that UpX into my monthly yield, and then my monthly yield is going to go up to probably 720, 730,000, and then we'll push up. We'll probably like put in another $1,000 at the end of the month and get it close to like 800,000. You know, if we sell those structures in that time, we've already cleared about 160,000 UpX today by selling about what was it, 4 or 5 apartments and a couple of others. So we've got the apartment selling for 50,000 UpX. I think that was the glass towers actually from my X post as well. So if you want to get some really good properties right now, so you can get a 50,000 UpX, a glass structure on that with 10,000, or I think it was like 15,000 mint property as well. So you're getting like a glass house for 35,000 UpX. But if you actually look over here, a glass house only takes a little bit less time than an apartment. So it cost you about 70 to 80,000 just to build the glass house. You're being able to get that glass house for 50,000 UpX, and then you're also going to get that glass house without even having to wait to get it built. So it's genius. So jump over to MetaverseMillen showroom, jump over to MetaverseMillen, go pick up as many structures as you can, give me a message, put a price. If it's a realistic price, I'll purchase, or you purchase and I'll accept. So yeah, go do it. Like we can get some really good business going right now. Let's get Granada Hills to the top. Neighborhood ratings, we're just flying by. Like I've had a good day today actually. It's been cool. I've been training on the woodcutting saw at B&Q, so yeah, getting more into that now. So it's just been kind of buzzing. Jumped on straight after this as well, so hope you're awake, hope you're energized, hope you're ready for this one, because it's yeah, interesting, very interesting. Hope you're liking the new series as well, and let me know what you'd love to come to Upland, because I see so much more stuff what we can actually like really get behind, and I see like Upland can do amazing. Like they've got like 80% of it here. Like instead of like going out the way with all this new stuff, like let's go and focus on like racing's had so many updates. Like why isn't structures not had any updates? Like why is transport not had any updates? Why is like different stuff not had any updates? But all the new stuff just keeps getting updates. Like the old stuff's not complete yet. It's not even nearly complete yet. The amount of stuff what we need to still do, even like with the filters and the search, like we've got this, fair enough, but like why have we not got UPX land equivalent right now? Like this should be in game. This should have been in game last year. Like, and then you've got the Spark exchange, like you can't do anything with this either, so this should just be in game already as well. Like, just control alt delete everything, like, Sparkade.me with Splintox, the only layer 2 what's actually doing well for the community, like that's a fact. And that's a problem with this now. Like layer 2s, a lot of them have got really big passion, but they've not got the team to grow it, and they're the people I want to win, and they're the ones I'll vouch for and promote and support, and I'll do everything to help those layer 2s grow. But like if you've got a team with moderators and developers and engineers and like yeah, you've got all that experience in a team and that's the performance or that's the experience you're giving to your customers, like bullshit. Like no. You can only like fiddle it for so long until like people need to know the truth. And yeah, that's the truth. It's like honestly, if you're gonna put that much money or have that much kind of time and like in that kind of sector, like the community deserves a lot better, like in my opinion. So yeah, it is what it is. But I agree with like layer 2s, like you see the small players really wanting to do well and grow, and like yeah, totally for that. But yeah, when you see these layer 2s just completely, yeah, I don't know. It's like giving such a bad, like, kind of. It's rubbing off so bad on new players coming into the game. It's actually quite embarrassing. So, yeah, I don't know what to say, to be fair. Jump onto MetaverseMillen, click that subscribe button, join in the description down below. You can join the Discord as well. So, check that out. The community is amazing. We've got big plans for Granada Hills this year, and we're just going to grow it. I'm loving this new Uncut series as well. I can actually come on and just film the video once and not even worry about what I say or how I say it as well. Just completely uncut, no editing, no filters, no music, nothing. Just pure entertainment, ladies and gentlemen. So, yeah, thank you so much. I'll be back next week for another video because I'm really enjoying this new series. Hope you are too. Click on that subscribe button, like the video, comment down below, and I'll see you tomorrow for another video. MetaverseMillen, peace.